Hi friends, how's it going? Today we are here to review the new Toyota Etios Liva VXD, that is full option dual tone. So let's start the review by looking at the key fob. So it's just a basic key fob from Toyota. So it's just you have just two buttons. One is a lock button and one is unlock button, and the material is actually cheap here, but the overall package is great. And now let's look at the front of the car. Let's start with the exteriors. So if you look at the colors, it is as mentioned earlier, it's a dual tone color. So you have a combination of white and black color, and if you especially go to this part of the car, you have got a glossy plastic, and you have fade plastic here to show the vendors. And if you go down, you have a metal insert and a fiber like plastic with all the designs here. If you can go closer, there's a designed plastic here, and if you look at the lights, you got a cluster of 3, just a basic light. There is nothing much to explain in this part, but yeah. And if you look at the windshield wipers, surprisingly there's only one, and I think that's Toyota's cost-cutting method. I really remember a similar wiper in my Tata Nano. I think that looks a bit cheap, but I think it does the work well. After all, it's a Toyota. So let's go at the side of the car. Again, it's the car is done in two-tone colors. So you have a black top and a white bottom, which I think is great. It looks fabulous, at least for me. You might have a different opinion, but yeah, I think it looks well. And you've got some lights here. Now you've got a light attached to this automatic folding mirrors, and the mirrors are dual tone. Actually, it plays very well with the dual tone image of Toyota. Then you have got an alloy wheels, which look a little bit funky and beautiful. I like it, and the metal inserts actually make it very attractive, especially when it's sitting idle. Now you got a metal cladding. You got 2 of them, small metal inserts here, and it actually works well with the overall theme. And yeah, I mean, let's go to the back of the car. The back of the Etios Liva is nothing attractive. The only thing that I felt very interesting is the black color that actually comes down to the back side as well. And one another advantage of this particular model, which is the top end model, is the single wiper that you have in the back, and I think that's very helpful when you're driving in rainy season. And the black beautiful spoiler, I think that looks great, and it gives that sporty, edgy look to the Liva. And this particular model, being the top end version, has sensors at the back. You can see the 2 black sensors out there, and I think that's expected from a top end version. But what I'm surprised is, being a top end version, Toyota has failed to provide a camera. A back end camera could have done a lot, and it can, it helps you with the entire driving process. But unfortunately, for some odd reason, Toyota has either missed the opportunity or failed to provide so. Not quite sure what they were actually meant to be. Anyway, now let's go into the interiors and yeah, let's see how it works there. Now let's talk about the interiors of Toyota Etios Liva. So now coming to the seats, we got mainly a lever here to move the seats forward and backward, and this particular lever here is to adjust the seat height. When you push it down, the seats go down, and when you push it up, the seats go up. And this is for the lumbar support. So yeah, you can just fix it like that. Now if you look at the doors, you've got a glossy plastic here and a small space to put your coins if you have any. Some storage here. You can put some bottle maybe. Yep, and that's it. Got a speaker here and a lot of plastics. And this particular material is, I think it's cloth, and it actually helps in the comfort of the car. Put your hand here. It's not hard plastic, so it's comfortable here. But these are hard plastics. But this is different from this one. It's actually designed plastic with a particular design pattern here. Some may like it, some may not. I personally don't like it. I personally don't understand why it is here. But anyway, for it gives a feeling of being in a premium hatch. Certainly with the build quality, and which is synonymous with Toyota, because Toyota is always famous for its build quality, and I can see it here. The quality of the products, maybe not top notch, but the build quality is certainly the best in the business. And now let's come to a small cubby hole here. A small cubby hole here. You can put your coins here, and the mirrors, the functions of the mirrors, you can actually control using the switch. You have auto folding mirrors, as you can see. Press it again, it comes out. It's very convenient. You have lock and unlock button here for the car, so you can just press the button and you can see hear the thumb noise, and when you unlock it, you can hear the thumb noise again. That actually represents the quality of the product, and I don't think you can get similar thumb noises in other cars. And again, now let's look at the lights here. So you have an ability to actually increase and decrease the light capacity. Now this particular lever is used for bonnet opening, and you've got a pretty good AC. And yeah, as you go down, you have the trunk opening here, and this opening for the fuel cap, and rest everything is as normal as every other car. And yeah, we got two stalks here, lever stalks. One is for the lights, and one is for handling the the windshield wipers. You can also adjust all the speeds and everything as usual with any other car. And if you come to the steering, they got an ABS airbag here, SBS airbag, and you got a couple of steering molded control switch. And this is a mode switch, which is, if you want this one, you can see it here. Probably, yeah, one is here. This is the mode switch, so that you can actually move from one mode to the other. Like if you want to move from FM to AM to to CD players or aux, whichever mode you want. Now let's talk about the steering adjustments. So there's a lever here. If you press that, you can move the steering column up and down at your convenience. And now talking about the dashboard, there's some glossy plastics here, and a conventional Toyota Etios systems. So if you look at inside the instrument clusters, there is one for the RPM meter, then one is the speedometer, and there's a small screen below it which shows the time, temperature, fuel and trip meters. And you have also manual options to actually change the trip meters and odometer. And there are two more uh, switch sticks on the other side for hour and minute recordings. Now let's talk about the music system in the Toyota Etios Liva, and it has a basic system. You have aux and USB here, Bluetooth phoning systems, FM, AM, Bluetooth and stuff like that. The basic disc. Surprisingly, you still have a disc slot that you can put all your CDs and stuff. In 2018, it's something very interesting. If you go down, you have an AC button, basic controls, fan speed machines, yep, and a manual gearbox. You have 5 gears and a very smooth handbrake, different stage, multi-stage handbrakes, and yep. Now let's look at the glove box. Something interesting in the glove box. So if you look at the glove box, it's shallow enough to hold whatever you require, like a small bag or something, or files or something. You can. It's pretty deep, and there's something hidden in this glove box. Can you find it? Maybe not. I can help you with that. So this glove box has a small opening here. So this can, when you open this particular tab here, what happens is that the glove box of Toyota Etios Liva converts into a cooling box, so where you can put all your fruits or vegetables or stuff like that, or maybe a drink, Coke or something, and it will be chilled. And there's one thing to be noted about Toyota is that it has got some of the most excellent AC cooling system I've ever tested, because it's so powerful. Look at the noise it generates, and the cooling is excellent when compared to its rivals or even cars above its class. And I have to say, hats off Toyota for your excellent cooling systems. And this is particularly a niche product, and it's something not seen in other cars. Maybe it's competitors like maybe Swift, Bolino, and cars in that category. It's a nifty small thing, but it works. It gives a lot of usefulness to the glove box, and especially it is useful in long drives where you want to chill your food or stuff like that. I think it's a great little thing that every car maker has to try to replicate in their glove boxes. Now let's look at the second row seats in the Toyota Etios Liva. Start. Now let's examine the second row seats of the Liva. Okay, so this is set as my driving position. I am 5'8", so I've got plenty of headroom and plenty of knee room, and it is very easy to carry 3 people. I'll demonstrate now. It's very easy. There's plenty of headroom and plenty of leg room, and I think you can be very comfortable even in long journeys. And there's one thing that I have to tell you guys, especially the seat. They're very cushiony and very comfortable. They are even better than my sofas in my house. I mean, that's how good they are. But I think there's a bit of under thigh support that it might lack. It actually depends upon each individual's preference and taste. So I like it, some may not. And now let's go to a test drive of this car. Now let's go for a ride. Now driving a Toyota Etios Liva is actually a fun business, because even through bad roads it goes very well. And when you compare with other cars, maybe only a Tata Nexon or Tata Tiago can rival it, even though they are not in the similar segments. But yeah, Toyota ride is obviously one of the best in the business, and that Toyota Liva doesn't disappoint us in that particular area. It's not the most sportiest car of the lot, but yeah, it does pulls when you require it. So friends, why would you buy a Toyota Liva? So the main advantage of owning a Toyota Liva is the excellent service that Toyota provides. And then second most important thing is when you try to sell this Liva, you get a very good value for your car. So there is a high resale value for the car. That's the second most important thing. And third, and the most fundamental reason is the Toyota badge that you get along with the car. So with the Toyota badge, you are ensured the quality and efficiency of the car. The another advantage of this car is it has got a small engine. It's a 1.4 liter engine with an astonishing fuel efficiency of 24 kilometers per liter. And probably the only disadvantage that I thought about this car is the lack of features that this car provides. For example, it does not have a touchscreen and it does not have navigation and things like that. But I think the advantages that this car has and that package, that the whole package that it provides, I think it compensates for the only disadvantage it has. And moreover, most people will only use the music system and they would just plug in the car and plug the mobile into the car just like I did and use the navigation within the mobile. And I think most of the softwares and the navigation that comes with the car are usually old and very clumsy to use, and most of us actually use the apps in our mobile. So you just connect it to your plug into the system and use your mobile like everybody else. So I think the disadvantage actually is super negligible if you look at it that way when you compare with the advantages. So that's why I would recommend Liva to anybody who wants to own a car from the range 5 to 7 lakhs. So if you're looking for a car for that range, Liva should be always the first in your choice. So thank you for listening to this view, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you and have a great day.